PR tranquilo, pero debí tirar más fotos de cuando te tuve. Debí darte más besos y abrazo las veces.
Alright boys, so now we're heading off to Medellin, just in the Canada airport. We went there, right? And the guy was like, oh, do you have a, when are you leaving? And we're like, oh, like in a month's time. And then he was like, okay, show me your ticket. Like, because you have to show a ticket for when you're leaving, or they don't believe you. So then we're like, fuck, we don't have a ticket, right? We're just trying to wing it. So we're like, alright, we'll just go buy a ticket. And then we're like, what's the cheapest place to go to from Medellin to buy a ticket? We're like, Panama. Cool, book a ticket to Panama. So now we're going from Medellin to Panama. Then we go back and there's a different person that's serving us. And she's like, oh, what day are you leaving? We're like, the 24th. So, okay, cool. Doesn't even fucking check it. Just goes, okay, cool. And we're like, just got rubbed so hard on that ticket. Cost $400, nothing big. But if anyone wants a ticket to Panama, hit me up and I got you. Now we're about to hop on the flight. But before we do, we're gonna munch on these hoes. Get a little zappuccino'd before the flight. It's a 5-hour trip to Mexico, then we have a layover. So hopefully these can fuck us up for a bit. Catch some Z's on that flight. You can't book business because it's like, basically it's a fucking like, because it's such a short flight, there's like no business on it. So you just have to slug it out in economy. So that's what we're doing. That's how we're taking these, because obviously business ain't an option, which is not ideal, but yeah, you can't do it, so it's tough. So, got this bozo over here. Are you gonna get zapped? Oi, are you gonna get zapped? Already zapped from the dude. Alright, that's what we're working with, boys. So we got one gummy right here. That's for you. Zappuccini. Pretty good tasting. Dumb. See what these do. We'll see how these go. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna fuck me up. Nah.
I reckon it gives you enough to go to sleep. It might not be zonked out, but at least you
Because the worst thing I want, like, what I was scared of is taking too much and then just whiting. Imagine it.
greening out, bro.
I already get pretty nauseous on planes anyway. Like motion sickness, bro, but if I was absolutely fucked.
You get seasick as well.
Get a bit nauseous, but hopefully it puts me to bed.
I don't think anything worse.
Which I mean, the buds put you to bed, so like some manufactured. This shit's just like not homemade at all, bro. That's what I like about it. It's like factory made, kind of.
Regulated.
Yeah. It's like them shrooms. Alright, boys. Peace with Mexico, gang. Peace out. Right, boys. So we are in Mexico now. Just got into Mexico. Taco Tuesday, actually. Check this out. Arriba, arriba. Right. Tuesday, tacos, bread, hot sauce, this guy. And then 5 hour layover, then we're off to Colombia. Let's go, Taco Tuesday. I rate tacos 6 out of 10, because it has no sauce. If it had sauce, it'd be lit, but it doesn't have sauce. Which I wish it did. I'm gonna find some sauce. I'm gonna locate some sauce on it. Hola. Sauce.
Excuse me?
You have like a sauce?
Salt?
Like a
Spicy salt? Or what?
sauce.
Salt, salt and pepper? Salt and pepper?
Like sour cream. How do I explain sauce? How do I explain sauce to my guy?
Sour cream. Say you want sour cream.
I don't know. Yes, salt. Yeah, fuck it. Salt will do. We'll firm it. Thank you. Gracias. We asked for some sour cream. We got some salt. Just act like I'm using it. Yada yada yada. Fuck it, that would do. Anyways, peace out. I want to scram this now. Right, boys. We have landed. We're now in the Airbnb in Medellin. I'm actually just about to head out. I got some boys that I met in like a school group. I want to go meet up with them and see what they're saying. But yeah, we're in Medellin, boys. This is the view. Not bad little view. It's not bad little, you know, Airbnb. So pretty happy with what we got. And yeah, I'm gonna go meet up with some boys now, and I'll take you guys with me, and then we'll see where the night goes from there. What's going on, boys? Just got fresh haircut from my guy Felipe. Chilling in the Airbnb. Check the view. Let's go, W. Let's go. What's going on, boys? It's like 6:40 a.m. right now. We are on our way to boxing because we're locking in. It's monk mode time, so I'm on my way to the boxing gym. I just went in there the other day, talked to the guy. English was not too good, but I want to see what it's like, because I just hate holding pads to people. So like, hopefully it's a good session. We're gonna go check it out. The plan is boxing home, eat some food, and then jump straight into some calls. I've got some client check-ins. I'm probably gonna launch my ads today as well to start booking calls on Monday. We're gonna start off with like something small, like $100 a day, and then we'll just ramp it up. We'll just scale it up until we're booking like 6 calls per day. Try and get the show rate up as well. Try and shoot for an 80% show rate. I've got a few things that I'm implementing to boost my show rate. It's usually, the way I work is it's usually like a 50% show rate and then a 50% qualification pitch rate. So 50% of the appointments I book show, and then I pitch 50% of those people, right? So there's not much you can do about the quality rate. I mean, there's a few things you could do, but like my CPA is still very healthy. My cost per acquisition's usually around like $700, and that's how much it's costing me to make 3.5. So that's super healthy. It's like a 4x ROAS, so it's super healthy, and I'm happy with that. But I reckon if I could just get my show rate a little higher to like 70%, we would make more money. We would squeeze more juice out of the money we're spending. So I'm doing a few things. I'm building out a few new systems to higher the show rate. But yeah, we're gonna go get our session done, win first thing in the day, win that. I'm thinking about maybe hitting weights later on, but I want to get some boxing in, man. I love boxing, and I haven't been doing it for a while. I've missed it for like a month, so I want to get in, see what the Colombians are saying, their boxing skills, and maybe get some rounds in as well, if I'm allowed. But yeah, this shit's crazy, man. Just heard about a fucking earthquake in Bangkok as well. That sounds mad. Like, imagine waking up and there's just like a fucking earthquake and it's just like everything's shaking and shit. Do not fuck with that one bit. Glad I'm not in Bangkok, but yeah, looking at praying for everyone that's in Bangkok because that sounds nuts. But yeah, guys, almost at the gym, so I'll try and get a few clips of the gym, but I probably won't record my first session just because it's like I don't know, I got like a little self-limiting belief that it's just a bit whack. And like bringing a camera into a gym on your first session, you're probably gonna get your shit beat out of you. So I'll probably just like say what's up to everyone first, settle in, then I'll start videoing the sessions and the sparring rounds. But yeah, I reckon I get beat the fuck up if I just bring my camera in and acting like I'm fucking some hot shot. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that, but I'll try and get a few clips. And then yeah, I will see you after the session and take you through my day of locking in. We're locking the fuck in this month, boys. Like, I want to sign up the 10 to 20 clients and just go crazy. So that's the goal here. But yeah, peace. Alright boys, we're back from the gym. It was just like, it was alright. The gym was just basically just pad work. Not pad work, bag work, which was okay. I mean, I would like to get some pads in, so I'm going to probably have to do that. Sparring's tomorrow. Not too sure if I'm going to go. Like, I was pretty unfit. Like, I was pretty fucked on the bag, but I'm thinking about it. Might end up just pulling through to sparring, get a few rounds in, see the level of these other people. But yeah, this is the office. This is what we're working with. Just turn this on. That's what we got. So it's a bit messy right now, but this is the office. So we got this. Obviously got laptop there, keyboard, mouse, and then we've got the Medellin view. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is I got a call. What do I have today? I got some work that I need to get done, some more things I need to build out. I need to launch my ads today as well, but I've got 3 calls back to back for the next hour and a bit. So we're going to take those, and then I've got another call at 3 p.m. So take these calls really quick, talk to these people. I'll be able to order food after my last call, and then I'll probably eat some breakfast around like 10 a.m. And then yeah, crack on with the rest of the day, launch ads, build out a few more things. And then next week should be full of sales calls, and then we can start closing some more deals, get back into the sales groove and scale up. That's the plan. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna hop on these calls now and then I'll see you when I order some food, gang. So just wanted to give you guys like a bit of a layout, right? So, just to give you guys a bit of an idea of what I do before my client calls, is the first thing I do is I will just review everything. I'll take 10 minutes before the call starts, right? I will review their channel, so we use Trello, right? Something like this, where we'll have like the notes, the daily notes on the client that my team fills out, okay? And I'll review these to get a bit of an idea of the situation that the client's in. So this client here had a really bad week with show rates, like the show rate just tanked. We solved it now, we fixed the issue, but the show rate just tanked. So that's probably gonna be the main point of discussion for our call today. And I used to get super like anxious about taking calls when there was a problem at hand because I didn't know how to talk to the client, right? But what I've learned is I just take 10 minutes, I review everything, I'll review their ad account, I'll review their bookings, their show rates, all their stats, right? So we have all of our stats just thrown into a Google Data Studio like this. You'll see there's a bunch of zeros there. This client's a bit different, so we can't track those things. But I'll review everything, right? And then I'll think about a game plan, how I'm gonna structure this call, the points I'm gonna go through, how I'm gonna take the client through the check-in call, and then how I'm gonna wrap it up. So what you wanna do is you always wanna start the call off with a win, then you get into the problems, okay? And then you finish it off on a high with a win again, right? So you're gonna get into so I'm gonna start off with a win. The win for this client is the cost per lead super low, we're getting a ton of appointments, right? Then we're going to dive into the show rate, talk about the show rate, tell them the things we've changed so the show rate can keep high. Then we're going to finish it, letting him know that we fixed the problem and it should go back to normal you just shouldn't say should. It will go back to normal because you want to give the clients confidence, right? Should is not a confident word. Will is a confident word. So it will go back to normal and then finish it off on a win again, right? Just quickly before they join, the number one thing I hate about clients is when like we launch our ads and they don't like the creators, they want the creators changed. Like, so let us do our thing. If you want a low CPL, if you want to get the result, we need to run the stuff that works, right? I don't care what you like, it's the stuff that works that you want to run. So I want to be on their good books, get the renewal, and then address that on our next call. That's the goal. Because it's double reschedule? Nah, they'll join. They'll be here in a second. Hey guys,
Hi.
how are we?
Yeah, good, thanks. Reality now.
Yeah?
A little bit.
Awesome. Well, since you're back now, Craig, are we able to change the availability on the calendar?
What news?
Because me and Becky, we did slim it down quite a bit. And I think that's one of the main reasons why. Right, boys, it's been a few days since that last clip I made when I was taking the calls. Nah, it's been, I think it was like 2 days ago I made that. Since then, what I've been doing is I've been building out a bunch of new systems for the business to optimize the way that we run ads, because we've been running ads for quite some time now, but I just feel like there's better ways of doing it and we can squeeze more juice out of what we're doing. So one of the big things was our show rate was 50%. Now, if we're spending, let's say 10K on ads and we're booking 200 calls and only 100 of those calls show up, and then I pitch 50% of those, so I pitch 50 of those and I close 70%, that means I close 35 out of the 50 that I pitch, right? For example, okay? Now, if I get, so 100 of those people show, if I can scale, if I can increase my show rate to even just 60%, right? That, instead of only 100, that's going to be 120 people that show out of the same amount of spend. That means I'm going to pitch 60% of those and close 70% of those, right? So instead of the 35, I close 42. Okay, now that is out of the exact same spend. Okay, and that's not our real numbers. That would be insane if that's our real numbers. I think that would be absolutely absurd. But that's just to kind of give you a bit of a picture, right? I'm just trying to optimize our ad budget and get as much juice out of what we're squeezing as I can. So I spent the last day doing that, building out new automations, new systems to increase the show rate. Now that that's done, we have just launched our ads. So it doesn't really matter if you launch ads on a Friday or a Saturday, you're probably going to get the same amount of traction, right? Now, usually over the weekends, I've found running B2B ads, you get a little bit of a lower appointment booking rate over the weekend, but obviously now it's late Saturday night. It's actually like 5 p.m. on a Saturday. This is what I'm looking at right now. This is just the view of Medellin. And the ads are launched, so leads should start coming through. We're starting off with a $200 per day spend, and we'll likely ramp that up to like $1,000 a day at some point if the ads are performing as they should be. So I'm excited for that. I'm going to start scaling. I want to get some more clients, right? Right now we're sitting at around 25 clients, and it's great. 25 clients is cool, but I'm doing a lot of the work myself, right? I'm taking the sales calls, I'm doing the CSMing, and I don't want to be doing that. I want to build out systems so people can do it. I feel like I've got a pretty good idea on how to do both of those roles now, so it's the perfect time that I can SOP it and outsource it to an A player. So that's what I'm going to be working on, and right now 25 clients is the max I could handle, right? Just because it limits my time on sales, right? I can't, because with clients, and when you're running a B2B, if you're running like a lead gen agency, you have to be in touch with these people all the time, right? You have to hop on calls with them, address concerns, make sure they're happy, because you've got to keep that retention high. There's no point signing a client if you're going to lose them the next month, So you got to keep that retention high. So it takes a lot of your time just managing the client. So that's the next role I'm going to hire out. I'm going to hire a CSM, and they're going to free up so much time once I ramp them up. That's going to allow me to keep taking sales calls and then ramp up to 30 to 40 clients. And then the CSM is just going to retain those, right? Once we get to 30 clients, the CSM is going to be easily be able to handle that. My media buyer is going to be able to handle that. That means we're going to be making around 100K per month. And we're fairly close to it, guys. Like, we're only 5 clients away from making 100K per month. And when you put it like that, it sounds pretty easy, right? Like, you can sign 5 clients in a week easily, right? So we're actually knocking on 100K per month's door right now, and I'm super excited to break that milestone. It's been, you know, when I first started, it was a limiting belief, thinking, there's no way I'll be able to hit 100K a month. I only want 10. Then I plateaued at around 20 to 30 for quite some time last year. The big breaker for me, was running ads. As soon as I started running ads, I started scaling because I had an easy way to sign clients, right? I had predictable calls coming through to my calendar. The only thing for me, the reason I didn't run ads before, was because I was scared that I would throw money at something I wouldn't get return, which is just like a crazy limiting belief. So the thing that got me the confidence, and you know, you can do this if you want, it's kind of a riskier move, but I went and got a credit card. So I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to spend someone else's money on these ads. They'll bring in a return, because at least then I don't see my bank account going lower and lower and lower. Hey, yo. Side note. Wait. Can I get this? Hello? Damn. That's a big ass fucking helicopter. Anyways, what I was saying, at least then the money wouldn't be like, my bank account wouldn't be going lower, right? It's someone else's money, I didn't really care. I knew I would make, like, if you spend 10K on ads, you're gonna make that back. There is no way if you spend 10K on ads, you don't sign 3 clients and make that ROI back. So I got a credit card, I ran ads, and I started ramping things up. I really started scaling, right? Which was a game changer for me. Now, I'm excited to reach the milestones. Now that a few things changed, our product's pretty locked in. I think I explained before, like, as long as the client is good, we will get them results. I'm super excited about that. I'm going to run these ads, sign a bunch more clients, get them onboarded, get everything ramped up, get a new team member. That's going to be great. It's going to offload a bunch of work, and then we're just hiring a closer. So if you're a closer watching this, hit me up. We're going to be looking for a closer very soon. If you're a CSM, if you're a customer success manager, if you can handle clients, if you've run an agency before, let me know. I'm looking for a CSM. I would love someone to handle our clients, and we pay pretty good. OTEs like probably anywhere from like 5 to 7K per month USD. So that's what we're paying for a CSM. But yeah, guys. Now, I wanted to touch on Medellin as a place. Medellin, this place, Colombia, everyone says it's dodgy. Everyone says it's like really dangerous. It's not. I have never met more people that are doing, that have as much motion as I have here. I've met so many people that with motion, it is crazy. Now, I've traveled Southeast Asia, and every person I've met has been basically a fraud, right? I start talking to them, and it's not even like I'm trying to extract, like every kind of relationship, I'm trying to extract some value, but I'm trying to talk to someone, right? And they say they do this online space thing. They're like, oh, I do this online, do this online. I'm like, oh, cool. And I just start to pick their brains about it, right? I just start to pick their brain, like, hey, blah, 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 like, how do you do this? And then the answers they get, it's like if you're a professional boxer and then you ask someone, and someone told you they were a professional boxer, and then you just ask them a few questions about professional boxing, you would be able to determine if they were lying or not based on their answers. And it's the exact same way, exact same thing in this online space, right? So every single person I've met until now has just been completely lying. Like talking out of their ass, like lying, and it's so clear to me that they're lying, and then it's just like a waste of, like, I've never met anyone that's really had motion, right? I come out to Colombia, we go to a bar, we meet a few people, they connect us. Now, we met a few people, now we're starting up a new thing with these guys, and it prints money. So we're basically starting up kind of a new business. It's not going to take really any focus from my main business right now, but it has high leverage. Like this business here, this model is the highest leverage model I think I've heard of, and it's so new to the industry, it could really take off. So we're starting to dabble into that, starting to play around with a few things, and it might just print, guys, because at the end of the day, building an agency is cool, but you always need to remember why you're building your agency, right? Now, for me, the reason I'm building my agency is to make money and do the things I want to do, make money, and do the least amount of work as possible. Right? That is the reason I'm running my agency, truthfully. If there was another business model out there where I could make more money and do less work, I would switch to that straight away. Right? So that's why I'm dabbling in this other business model now. Okay? If it works out, and if I can make more money doing this thing, and I can work less hours, it's a no-brainer. Like, just because I'm so tied to my agency and I've spent the last couple of years building it and learning from it, it really does not mean a thing. It does not mean anything. If I can make more money doing something else and do less work, I'm switching to that completely. And you always just got to keep it as it's not a loss, it's a learning situation, right? Like, I've learned so much running this company, how to hire, how to build systems, how to manage people. I've learned so much doing this that if I can hop into another business model and use all those things that I've learned and leverage those more, I could definitely ramp that other business model up to like 200K per month in a few months. So that's what we're kind of dabbling in now. I'm doing that. Obviously, I'm going to keep my focus on my goals, right? The whole idea is to plan the work the plan. Don't get distracted. So my main focus is on my goals, which is a CSM, ramming to 100K. But if this other business model starts really picking up, it's kind of a no-brainer. So that's what's going on. And I would never even start dabbling in this, and it could really work. I think there's a lot of potential in this business model. It could really work, but I would have never got that opportunity if I didn't come out to Colombia, right? This was really taking a risk and taking a step outside my comfort zone, because I had no idea what this place was like. Everyone's telling me it's dangerous. Everyone's telling me don't go there. Like, super far from home. Alright, I'm from Australia. This is like literally on the other side of the world. Super far from home. If I never took the risk and came here, I would have never met these people, and potentially I would never make the money I'm about to make. So I'm very excited to see what the next couple of weeks uncover. We're going to stay locked in. This video's been a bit weak now. I've just been kind of settling into Medellin, but I want to try and make a better video with some more value in it next week. But yeah, guys, that's Medellin. Week one's been a bit crazy. Maybe I'll throw in a bit of clips of what we've been getting up to out here. But yeah, I love this place. This place is mad. Wouldn't mind staying here for a little bit. Like, look at it. What the fuck is going on? What's going on, boys? Just wrapping up editing this video, and I realized I didn't make an outro. So, I'm making an outro now. Just editing while I watch some Baller League. But yeah, if you don't know who I am, you should know who I am. You probably watched the whole fucking video. But anyways, I got a free group down below in the description. If you want help starting SMA or some consulting or anything, I don't care. It's free. I just do it to help out if you need some help. Don't care if you join it, but just know it's there. But yeah, if you like the video, like it. Leave a comment if you want me to make some like teaching video or some shit that if you need some help with something, leave a comment. I'm super happy to make a video on it. But yeah, that's all. Love you. Bye.